We have breaking news out of Kent County tonight. Several fire departments heading to a two-story house fire just northeast of Rockford. It's a home on Whittle Street between Parmenter and Ramsdale, just north of 10 Mile Road. We have a crew heading to the scene as well. They say smoke is visible for miles. We will have an update on this as soon as it's available. An assistant principal and athletic director in the Parchment School District is now on paid leave pending the outcome of a criminal investigation. According to Richland Police, operating while intoxicated charges have been authorized for John Thompson, the assistant principal and athletic director at Parchment Middle School. Thompson was arrested earlier this month for driving while intoxicated, running from police, and driving with an open container. Parchment superintendent says Thompson will remain on leave until the case makes its way through the courts. One day after disrupting a Wells Fargo shareholder meeting in San Francisco, Occupy protesters crashed the GE meeting in Detroit today. Several dozen Occupy members got into the meeting and shouted, "Pay your fair share" at GE CEO Jeff Immelt before they were removed. Hundreds more were gathered outside. Now, a GE spokesperson said that the company's done nothing wrong and that their tax bill last year was over $2.5 billion. A new offshoot of the Occupy movement, calling themselves 99% Power, says they're planning similar protests at Verizon, Bank of America, and Walmart.
All right, Hudsonville Ice Cream already getting ready for the busy summer season.
They are increasing production and unveiling some new flavors. Fox 17's Emily Roquette takes us to the company headquarters for the Inside Scoop. A shooting in broad daylight sent a 14-year-old to the hospital and a nearby school into lockdown. It happened around 1 this afternoon at the corner of Madison and Dickinson. That's less than 2 blocks away from Dickinson Elementary in Grand Rapids. Dave Spencer is live outside that school. Motorcycle rider who crashed while not wearing a helmet is recovering tonight from serious head and neck injuries. It happened around 1:15 this morning along Burton Street, just east of Spalding Avenue in Kent County. Deputies say it looks like 46-year-old John Musenmeyer hit a curb while going around a curve and lost control. He was thrown from the bike and then the bike caught fire. Musenmeyer was transported to Spectrum Butterworth Hospital, and as we said, he was not wearing a helmet. Deputies say alcohol was a factor in the crash. Police in Hastings have arrested a man for breaking into a business this morning, but not before he escaped from a police car. The break-in happened at the BP station at the intersection of North Broadway and Woodlawn just before 2 a.m. 28-year-old Christopher James Penrose and his younger brother Mark James Penrose were picked up during an investigation into the robbery and then put into separate squad cars. Minutes later, police discovered that Christopher was gone. They say he escaped from the police cruiser. Mark Penrose was taken to the Berry County Jail, and at around 1 this afternoon, police did arrest Christopher at an apartment on Hannah Lane in Hastings. He faces multiple charges in the case. If you're a fan of Rosie's Diner in Rockford, there's a chance you could own it by winning an online auction. Rosie's Diner was made famous by the Bounty paper towel commercials that featured Rosie the waitress cleaning up spills with the quicker picker-upper. The diner is currently set up as a restaurant, sports bar, and ice cream parlor, along with a mini golf facility. It was built in 1946 as a deluxe model diner and was originally named the Silver Dollar Diner. Rosie's moved to Rockford from Little Ferry, New Jersey in 1991, but it closed this past October. The online auction will take place April 26th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bidding starts at $25,000. We have a link to the auction website at fox17online.com under the news links section. And Broadway Grand Rapids announcing its 2012-2013 lineup, and it's another big season with some very popular titles taking the stage at DeVos Hall. The season starts in September with Blue Man Group. You can also check out other performances, which include Cats, Beauty and the Beast, and the classic movie musical Flashdance. To learn more about these and all the other performances, visit our website at fox17online.com. A guy with a gun held up the Belmont grocery store in Plainfield Township last night, and the suspect is still on the loose. It happened around 8:15. Deputies say the man went into the store with a rifle, demanded money from the clerk, and then took off. Witnesses say the vehicle he got into was heading north on Belmont Avenue. He's described as a white man, possibly early 20s, about 6 feet, 170 pounds. Witnesses say he was wearing a black ski mask, blue winter jacket, and jeans. If you have any information, call Silent Observer at the number you see on your screen.
And police in Berrien County need your help finding these suspects after an armed robbery happened at the Check and Go on 11th Street in Niles on Wednesday. 2 men went into the store and demanded money. They left with some cash and then were seen driving south on 13th Street in a light-colored sedan. Both suspects are described as black males between 5'3" and 5'7". One was wearing a black hood with dark jeans. The other had on a multicolored jacket and jeans. If you have any information, give Berrien County Police a call at the number right there on your screen.
Police and health departments across West Michigan are asking you to clean out your cupboards to get rid of old and unused prescription drugs. This weekend, West Michigan health and safety officials are participating in National Prescription Drug Take Back Day. The Drug Enforcement Administration started the campaign to help stop prescription drug abuse, and DEA officials say that thousands of high schoolers end up sharing, trading, and selling prescribed painkillers like Vicodin and then abuse them.
By reducing the drugs in this significant quantity, it reduces the drugs available for abuse, particularly by the teens who have access to these drugs that they normally wouldn't have access to.
Over 180 tons of prescription drugs were collected at the last event back in October. There are dozens of safe places to drop off your old medication, including police departments in Grand Rapids, Wyoming, and Granville. We will have a full list of area collection sites on our website at fox17online.com. If you like to ride, listen up. Police say motorcycle thefts have increased in the Grand Rapids area in recent weeks. A majority of the stolen cycles are sport bikes, also known as, well, you know what they're called. Police say thieves are targeting carports at apartment complexes, and a lot of them are in the Wyoming area. 16 cycles have been stolen in Wyoming in the last year and 4 months, 6 of them in just the last 2 months. Detectives believe the thieves are dragging the bikes to some kind of trailer or covered vehicle to make their getaway.
Either these are thefts to order for probably a motorcycle gang or group, or they're being stolen because they're crotch rockets, stolen for the engines. Engines are worth a few $1,000s a piece. And if you're racing them and blowing them up, it's a lot cheaper to just pick one up off the street than it is to go to the Yamaha dealer and order me a $5,000 engine.
If you have information on any of these incidents, you are being asked to call Silent Observer. The number is 616-774-2345. Well, thousands of Marines and their families transferring off of Okinawa under an agreement that will reduce the American military footprint in Japan.